John, I want to get your take on this, but let me bring in Disruptive Tech Research founder and chief analyst, Lou Basenese. Lou, it's great to see you this morning. Are you expecting any change in policy that will affect these large tech companies?
I think it's absolutely necessary. I mean, Dagan said it. Hypocrisy abounds on these tech platforms. You know, they undercut Parler's growth right as a time in social media when they were expanding very rapidly from hundreds of thousands of users to millions. We're seeing this play out right now with Clubhouse, which I think raises a really thorny issue in social media. Clubhouse is an audio-only platform. We have news out that Facebook is going to go into audio first as well with a product called Soundbites. How do you moderate audio, live audio? It's near impossible. So I think you need a policy change. And we talked about it last week. Clarence Thomas telegraphing it, right? The Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act. These platforms need to be responsible, and watch how quickly they clean up their act. If all of a sudden you say you're liable for the content on your platform, I think it happens very quickly.
Stephen Miller on this weekend Sunday Morning Futures with me said that the Republicans have to come up with a plan now, get that bill ready, so when they if they take control in 2022, they can be ready with that the way the Democrats were ready with H.R. 1 as their #1 priority. John Hilsenrath, weigh in here.
Well, yeah, I mean, a couple of things. Dagan and Lou both talked about Section 230, and I think that's a really important part of the conversation here. You know, Dagan is always 3 steps ahead of me, but I'll say it again. If they change the rules on Section 230, that leads to more moderation of these platforms, because Section 230 of the Communications Act provides liability protection for digital companies and the dialogue that's going on their platform. So we'll get more what you would call censorship if that is scaled back. That's one thing. But the other thing I want to put out there.
Can't we all agree that we need it?
The other thing I just want to put out there is there's a balance that has to be struck between, you know, moderating conversation and China, right? Like, China is censoring everything its people do. If we want to have a thriving, open, capitalist society, we have to have these platforms open and the rest of the world involved in it.
Lou, quick point. Go ahead, Lou. Final word.
I agree. Moderation in just small doses is necessary, not censorship like China. We're not talking about that. There is gradations there. We need a change of policy because something needs to hold these platforms liable for the reach that they have.
Yeah, the problem is these companies have chosen a side. They are not bulletin boards, as they said they were. Lou Basenese, good to see you. We'll be right back.